informative, transformative, and humbling.
Surprising, beautiful, and embracing.
Illuminating, interesting, and challenging.
I think the most surprising thing about being here again is I was here 10 years ago or thereabouts, and it's changed dramatically since then, and for the better. I think there's a lot more services, there's a lot more development, and I think that would be surprising to most people that haven't been here before, just to see how advanced this country is.
I think what surprised me being here was the diversity of the Armenians from all over the world. So now I have a more broader understanding and appreciation of what it means to be Armenian, which I think is more global.
I guess the most surprising thing was that it didn't feel surprising, actually. The organization I'm working most intensively with is, they're really professional, they're really, really interesting people. And, arts organizations all over the world face similar kind of challenges, and this felt and do similar things, and this felt very natural and easy for me to move into and feel like I was really making a contribution, and also get to know them as colleagues. It's been really wonderful.
My volunteer service was in the city of Martuni, and I was there to be a project advisor for a women's center for the refugee women from Artsakh. The most surprising thing for me was their level of positive attitude and resilience following that horrible event of having been displaced.
I think the most surprising thing was I was referred to a number of different organizations, all pretty much arts organizations, and the number of really committed people in the arts world here was really surprising, and I think AVC made a really good effort to connect us and me, individually with these really incredible organizations.
And that would be Lake Sevan, and I was able to sample their white fish from the lake, and it was delicious.
Of course, the food here is wonderful. I have to say, I have been completely in love with the tomatoes. They're just absolutely delicious, so we've been eating tomatoes almost every day. In terms of a favorite place, we spent some time in Lori. We went to a really wonderful monastery that was really beautiful and moving, so those two places might be my favorite.
Well, without a doubt, the best food that I've had are the Lamajuns and Manti, both of which are my favorite foods. They've been spectacular. Favorite place, I would say, I took a trip to Lori a couple days ago, and it was just it was a beautiful trip through like countryside and through villages, and I think that was the most beautiful place that I've been.
I was able to use some phrases such as parev, dunin spesek, amem pam lavem, if we're talking about food, certainly shanor hagalachun and sadesachun.
On Shush, my Armenian has improved. It's been in the recesses of my brain for so long, and now it's come back out from those recesses.
Yeah, I would come back, particularly to continue some of the projects we've started here with the colleagues I've gotten to know. The advice I would give to people, I offer, I think, a slightly different perspective in that I'm not Armenian. I'm married to an Armenian, and I'm the only one in my family who hadn't been here yet. So it was very meaningful to me to be in this place where my family is, my husband and my kids essentially are from, and so I would encourage people who maybe are married to an Armenian or who have Armenians in their family, that it would be a really great thing for them to do this, because it's a nice way to get to know Armenia beyond the tourist sort of Creole, and to really get to know contemporary Armenians, the way people are living today, as well as some of the history and maybe the language, which I haven't been particularly good at picking up, but other people may. So I would encourage people to think about doing it as a family member, as a spouse, even if they're not.
My experience here has been short, but within that short span of time, I've made a lot of contacts of really good people, people that are involved in the arts, people that I would want to stay in contact with for a long, long time. You know, I think that it's something that I would recommend to others to come if they want to really learn about Armenia. It's not like you're not coming here as a tourist going to sites. You're meeting people, the people that make up the country, and who are really incredible people. You know, like the people that we've met have a lot to say about the world, a lot to say about the arts, and it's been a great experience, I gotta say.
Thinking about my assignment with ABC and their assignment for me with the Martuni Women's Center for the refugees women of Artsakh, it was a very fortunate assignment for myself because of the people I was working with and the cause that they were trying to help social services with the newly arrived refugees. I would return with the idea of seeing their progress and maybe in a year or so. Certainly to get in touch with the director of Democracy Today NGO, Gulnara Shihanian. The advice I give my friends would be very simple back in the States is if you come to volunteer in Yerevan, you need to check your ego at the door. You need to do your homework in regards to the history of Yerevan, 2018 in particular with the Velvet Revolution, and the unique and valuable lesson of Armenia in terms of embracing democracy. I think I would advise my friends to do that before they came, but they would certainly enjoy their visit.